Manny, wake up. You've got company.
Who?
Says her name is Margaret.
A surprise move, Mr. Manning has retained his ex-wife, former Lambie resident Tia Delgado, to represent him in this case.
I thought Taya said that Todd didn't want an attorney.
Well, it looks like Dad changed his mind.
I told you yesterday, I'm in. They don't suspect a thing.
I knew it from the very beginning. The minute Taya showed up in Lambview, she was here to represent Manning.
Did you see this?
No. I need to talk to you about something.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing. In fact, it's good news. We're getting married.
Oh, you proposed to Sarah. Oh, that's wonderful. You love each other so much. I'm so glad.
No, Sarah and I broke up.
What? You're getting married, but you broke up?
I'm marrying Vanessa.
Hey, Rex. What'll it be?
Water.
Water? And?
Water with a side of water.
That's all you want?
I can't afford anything else. My bank account's empty and my credit cards are maxed out.
Oh, you poor thing. And it's a week before Christmas, too.
And my kid wants a Z-Box for Christmas. I'm trying to raise the cash.
What?
A Z-Box? Never mind. It's a very expensive video game system. I'm trying to raise enough cash. I gotta find one for him if it kills me.
Cashmere socks. Oh, I know. I'll put them in the Christmas stockings. That'll be adorable. Mani-pedi spa certificates for the girls. That'll be great. Maurice? Mo? Did you make enough Christmas cookies so that I can drop some off at the neighbors? There's something about homemade presents that's just so je ne sais quoi.
As soon as they're cool, they're going in the tins.
Wonderful. Now, I still have to get 2 really special presents for the boys. Where are Santa's helpers when you really need them?
Good morning.
Good morning, darling, and good morning, Cole. What a surprise. Would you like some breakfast?
No, thanks. I'm not hungry.
Yeah, you know what? We'll probably grab something on the way there.
And may I dare ask, on your way to where?
We are going to my dad's hearing. And don't even try to talk us out of it. My mom already tried.
And here I thought you hated the holidays. Everything is going according to plan.
I'm Marty Saybrook, and you're the woman who's trying to set Todd Manning free. I think we should talk.
Marty?
You can call me anything you want, lover.
I put up half my life for auction last night. With a little luck, I'll raise enough cash to buy Shane a Z-Box.
So you're selling your stuff to buy Shane a computer game?
It's worth it. Gigi can't afford it, and I've been out of commission the last few months, so neither can I.
Rex, I know you want him to be happy on Christmas morning, but...
Look, this is the first Christmas he's had a father. I was a no-show for 10 years.
I know better than anybody. That wasn't your fault.
If I can just show him that he had this idea that his father was a hero. I may not be a Navy SEAL, but if I could come through for him at Christmas.
He'll love you?
We didn't plan it. It just happens.
But Sarah loves you.
Look, I'm really sorry about Sarah, but Vanessa and I love each other, and we're getting married. Today.
Today? Ay, Dios mío. Is she pregnant?
No, she's not pregnant. Look, it's just that, well, why wait?
What's the rush? Will you talk some sense into your brother?
All right. So, you want to tell me what's really going on?
He did not give you dental floss on your date.
Yes, and foot powder.
Foot powder? What?
Yes.
Hi.
No. No. When you didn't come home last night, I told Talia that you and Christian made up.
I stayed at my Aunt Vicky's.
What happened? I thought you and Christian were okay.
I don't think there can be a me and Christian. He's marrying Vanessa.
Did she just say?
That he's marrying Vanessa?
It wasn't his idea.
What, Vanessa asked him to marry her?
And he couldn't say no?
He doesn't want to. It was all Taya Delgado's idea.
You and I shouldn't be talking, Dr. Saybrook.
And you shouldn't be defending a psychopath, Ms. Delgado.
I know you're friends with Nora Hannon, but if I were you, I wouldn't take your cues from her. Little chat she had with Todd in jail, that's what allowed me to convince the judge to change Todd's plea from guilty to not guilty.
Yeah, it was very clever, but not surprising, given your history with Todd. Married him for $5 million and then fell for him? Not so clever. But typical of women who get too close to Todd.
I learned my lesson.
That's why you flew in to defend him?
Every defendant
Deserves his day in court. No, that sounds like a woman who's learned her lesson. When exactly did you put it all together? Was it after he threw you out of his house half naked, or was it after he punched you in the face? Or perhaps it wasn't until he convinced you that he had a split personality, only he didn't.
I see you haven't forgotten how to use the internet.
You may know how to work the system, but I think you've forgotten what's important.
What do you want,
I
Marty?
want to know why you would defend Todd Manning after everything he's done to you.
Star, hasn't there been enough drama and pain? Taya Delgado is just going to raise the ante.
Sometimes simple things like eggs over easy, bacon, and toast can make a bad day seem better. Sorry, Dr. Lord. Come on, kid, sit down.
Thank you.
Cole? How's your mother?
Great. Yeah, the amnesia hasn't let up, and now she has to be the star witness at a trial.
Would you like me to recommend a neurologist, a specialist who does research in this area?
Yeah, that would be great.
Good.
So Taya Delgado.
Oh, don't get me started on her. Oh,
I
good.
think she's even going to make a difference. She's just a lawyer.
You'll learn that there are lawyers and then there are lawyers. Taya's clever and she's ruthless and she's got this really peculiar bond with your father. Anyway, here's the doctor's name. He has privileges at Landview Hospital, the number's there, and also for his private clinic.
Thank you.
You know, Taya was so nice to us at the courthouse. She said how sorry she was that we lost the baby, but I still do not trust her.
See? You're a Kramer. I mean, you have got these instincts and you have got to trust them.
I know what my instincts are. We should be getting to that hearing.
Do you think your presence in the courtroom is going to change anything?
Well, I want to be there for my mom, even if she doesn't really know me.
Cole, she's a very loving and sensitive person, and amnesia or not, She's been through a terrible ordeal. Maybe she just needs you to give her some space.
Well, we both need to be there to make sure that my dad pays for what he's done.
If justice is served, he will.
Well, he needs to know that he is not getting away with this. It's not okay. And I'm going to make sure that he knows that I'm never going to let him hurt me or my brothers or anyone else ever again.
Your mother's right. You are our bright, shining star.
You know, what about his kids? And what he's done to them? I mean, she obviously thinks he's worth saving. For a smart woman, she's as dumb as they come.
She seems to know her way around a courtroom.
It's probably not the only room that she knows her way around. Okay, you know what? I'm being catty. I can be a mean girl when I have to. But come on, John, I mean, how many women have to come back from Todd's pass and wreck everything?
Margaret, what do you want?
You. I want a second chance.
Get off me. You're dead.
And you're as cute as ever. Oh, don't push me away, Todd. We had a child together. We were lovers. I want a do-over.
Lover's my ass. And you don't get any do-overs, you're dead.
Well, admit it, Todd. If things were different, you would want me.
I've never wanted you, Margaret. You raped me, remember?
And you raped Marty, too, but she gave you a second chance and you fell in love. That's all I want, Todd, is to fall in love with you again.
Just get out of my head, Margaret. You're not real.
That's too late.
I know I can't buy my kid's love, but if I could at least be the one to put a smile on his face Christmas morning, is that so terrible?
Oh, honey, I get it. I was there for some of those holidays with Gigi and Shane, and it was tough. I mean, she'd be pulling extra shifts, walking to work. One time she even cut her own hair. And she still couldn't afford those expensive electronic doodads that all the kids wanted. And Shane, well, he was a trooper, don't get me wrong, but well, he's a kid. It had to hurt.
That's all I'm saying. I just want to make a difference in their life.
One year, when Gigi opened a Christmas account, she was not going to get caught short again. She saved up $500. Then Shane had one of his asthma attacks, and her insurance wouldn't cover it for some dumb reason. Gigi ended up on the hook to the ER for over $1,200. Christmas that year, we're talking a baseball and a couple of framed photos. It was bleak. I caught Gigi in the back room crying her eyes out into a dish towel. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
Look, Vanessa and I spent some time together in Colombia. Not that anything happened. I wouldn't do that to Sarah.
Right, because you love her.
Because I wouldn't do that. But Vanessa saved my life. And then we got back here, we got close, and I'm sorry about Sarah, but...
Look, save it, okay? You're doing it so that Vanessa and Lola don't get deported.
We're not having this conversation.
Yes, we are.
Antonio, you're a cop. You're the chief of detectives. I'm not discussing this with you. I'm not getting you involved.
I'm your brother.
I didn't have a choice.
There are worse things than getting deported.
You're right. There are. Like Vanessa getting a death threat right before the hearing.
Okay, so he shows up at the deportation hearing and tells the judge he's marrying her?
Yep. So she can stay here in this country instead of going back to the dangers of Colombia. But you didn't hear that from me.
Yeah, there's a problem with this plan.
Aside from the fact that it is illegal and he's breaking your heart.
The problem is that whoever is threatening Vanessa is obviously already here.
I didn't say it made sense. So what are you gonna do? If he goes through with it, I guess we're done.
Who is this Taya Delgado person?
Apparently, she's Vanessa's lawyer.
So wait, she's representing Vanessa now?
Yeah, I guess. If she hadn't shown up, they would be back in Colombia by now.
Oh, honey, Vanessa Taya's gotta go.
She's a shark. And I know, all lawyers are sharks, but she takes the cake. you know what? If she gets Todd off, what happens to my kids? Huh? I mean, at least if he's put away, locked up, there's a chance that they're going to have like a halfway normal life. But if Taya Delgado puts him back out on the streets...
Push her out a window?
Don't you hit me! You know that's it?
Yeah, someone might have mentioned it to me.
That window thing, that was an accident.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Come on, John, you know I'd never throw you out a window. I'm in your head for good, Todd. We had a child together, which was more than you and Marty can say. Besides, I've changed. Well, if I were still alive, I would be different.
You haven't changed, and I'll never want you. You make me want to puke, Margaret. If you weren't already dead, I'd kill you.
Now you know how Marty feels.
Manning! It's time for court.
I didn't fly to Todd's defense. I happened to be in town when I heard that he was in jail. I visited him out of curiosity more than anything else. But when I learned that he wasn't hiring an attorney, it became clear to me that he was in some kind of altered state. And no, by that I don't mean that he was unable to tell right from wrong. I mean he was unable to act on his own behalf, which is why I stepped in.
I see, so you're just an angel of mercy.
Every defendant deserves...
You? I'll admit I fell for him, but I didn't know what he had done to me. I didn't know who he was. You knew everything about Todd. How could you let yourself get involved with him?
He can be very charming. I guess I overestimated my ability to walk away from him.
Well, I couldn't walk away from him. And when I could move around, he posted a guard, an armed guard outside my door, which means effectively I was a prisoner. And then he lied to me. He told me I had no friends. He told me I had no family. And then he brainwashed me into believing that he was the only one that could keep me safe from enemies that he invented. That's why I believe that he raped me all over again. And you want to defend him? How could you possibly think you are doing the right thing?
I'm just curious, Marty. Are you angry at me for representing Todd? Or are you just jealous at how that once upon a time he was all mine?
Marty. Star, are you sure you wouldn't like to come Christmas shopping with me?
I'm positive we have to get to the courthouse, but thank you so much, Aunt Dorian, and thank you, Mr. Stubbs.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you. Call me Mo.
Call him Maurice.
Lunch is at 1 if you're hungry.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Maurice, would you like to come shopping with me?
Me? I've already got everything I want.
Rex, if I had the money for this whatever, I'd give it to you.
Bo's already offered, but I can't take somebody else's money. That's the point. It has to come from me. Bank account's empty.
Mine too. This move wiped me out, and with the economy the way it is, people are not eating out, and when they do, they're not tipping.
Tell me about it. Ultraviolet's about as popular as the morgue. Still gotta figure out a way to pay my staff, the electric bills, the vendors. I can't think about this right now. I need to focus on the task at hand, and that is selling everything I own for Shane.
Well, what do you got? Maybe I can buy something.
Okay. Are you in the market for a vintage T-shirt collection? No. CDs. I have everybody.
You got any Dixie Chicks?
No country. Sorry. How about a flat screen TV?
I'd love to, but I can't afford it.
Whoa. But Mink's 35 can. Okay, somebody just bid $500 for my TV.
Oh, how much you pay for it?
Well, 1,000, but 500 will buy me a Z-Box. Okay, sold. Money goes into my checking account. Yes, okay, boom. I gotta go to the mall. What do I owe you for the water?
Oh, honey, it's on the house.
This Taya is not the problem. She's just a lawyer. Vanessa is the real snake.
Claire, do you think anything's happened?
What? Besides the hug and the walking around the apartment half naked and the whole getting married thing?
Okay, I'm sorry, but that requires a serious explanation.
Okay. Well, the hug was apparently completely innocent. He was just comforting her. And the whole walking around half naked thing is, I don't know, the way Vanessa dresses. All the time. There's a serious lack of wardrobe going on. And now he's marrying her. Do you guys think I'm wrong to not go along with this? No. So you don't think I'm being jealous and selfish and paranoid?
No.
So if he does this, I have to break up with him, right?
The note was shoved under the door.
Okay, why did you tell me?
There wasn't time.
Or bring it to the attention of the judge.
I did. The guy couldn't have cared less.
Okay, I'll need the note. I'll get it to forensics, see what I can get.
I don't have it.
Well, where is it?
I gave it to Taylor.
What is she doing with it?
Well, she's sort of representing Vanessa.
Wait a second. Is this whole thing her idea, this whole bogus marriage?
Okay, Marty, step back. Get your client under control or I will file charges against her.
What's going on here?
Your friend, Marty Saber, just hit me.
You okay?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for caring. What'd you say to her, Taya? I just wondered why she objected to Todd having representation.
When I got involved with Todd, I had no idea who he was. What's your excuse?
Move on, Todd. Nobody has anything to say to you except maybe your new lawyer.
What happened to you? Blair?
No. Your other girlfriend.
What'd you say to her?
Todd, we have one chance here. So shut up and pay attention. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Just put him away.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Thompson presiding.
Here we go.
Court is in session. Please be seated. Shall we?
Protecting Vanessa and Lola by committing fraud. You're protecting me by not coming clean. Someday, you're gonna have to realize that you can't save the world, brother.
Look, we both know I'm not a perfect guy. I have a lot to make up for. I'm gonna do what's right. I mean, look at you. You protect the people you care about.
Oh, what, you care about Vanessa? Oh, I see.
I care about what happens to her and Lola. She saved my life. I'd still be in that hellhole if she hadn't risked everything to get me out. And she's a nice woman.
Beautiful. And like Taya pointed out, you're a type.
I don't have a type. I have Sarah.
Yeah, and how long do you think you're going to keep her married to a woman like Vanessa?
What is that supposed to mean?
But she has an offer to show you just how grateful she is?
She's not like that.
All right, tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, I'm not saying... She tried to kiss me once. She kissed me. But I set her straight.
Right. And now you're marrying her. You're playing with fire, little brother.
I can handle it.
Yeah? How? You're gonna have immigration all over you, and if they find out, you're going to jail. You've got death threats. Vanessa, who, trust me, has her own agenda. And Sarah, who you're gonna lose if you're not careful.
Is there anything we can do to help? Can you lock up Vanessa?
I could, yeah. Then I'd have to lock up Christian, too.
I gotta get going.
Okay.
Sarah, so what are you gonna do if he goes through with this?
Well, not gonna throw rose petals. I'll keep you guys posted. Love you, girl.
Tom, this whole death threat thing, do you think it's real?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. But I'm gonna go down to the station, nose around a bit.
Do you think Christian has a thing for this girl? Maybe he's just pretending to marry her for a green card?
La 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 la. Come on. I don't know. I don't know. But if I were Sarah, I wouldn't let that girl anywhere near my guy. Because she's a poacher. For real. I gotta go to work.
I love you. Bye. Cheer up, Rexy. It's Christmas.
Not in my house. The Z-Box. They're all sold out.
Thank you.
It's quite some list you got there.
Oh, yes, I'm very lucky. I have a large family. Maurice, won't you sit down for just a moment, please? What you said a little while ago about having everything that you need, did you mean that?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't you want more?
Stuff, you mean?
You're an artist in the kitchen. Surely you admire fine workmanship in other areas.
Oh, I do. But it doesn't mean I have to own it. Hell, I love a good museum. I can settle down in front of a painting for a good half hour. But I like that there's other people there with me. And clothes. I got more clothes than I can wear. I love a fine pair of cowboy boots. But I've got 2 pairs. I got this job, a place to live, a beautiful woman. It makes me laugh. I got everything money can't buy.
You're very lucky.
Is anybody on that list special fella?
Special. Yes. Mel. He's my husband. He died. Plane crash. They never found the body. I do miss him.
Yeah, it must be tough. If you'll excuse me, ma'am, I've got to get to the market.
Ask them if they could please special order us some of those organic clementines. They were heavenly.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a preliminary hearing to establish a witness list and to ensure that neither side is hit with any surprises when the case goes to trial.
Your Honor, if I may.
A problem already, Ms. Delgado? Why am I not surprised, given your performance yesterday?
Thank you, Your Honor. I move to have all charges against my client dropped and the Commonwealth's case vacated.
Order.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth has brought over a dozen charges against her client. Mandatory sentence requirements would put Mr. Manning behind bars for over 99 years.
While the list of charges is impressive, unfortunately, the Commonwealth has no evidence to support its case.
People have ample evidence to support these charges. Moreover, we have an eyewitness to these events.
Your Honor, we respectfully request the opportunity to question this eyewitness to see if, in fact, she is credible.
All right, Ms. Delgado is fully aware that there is plenty of opportunity, time for discovery, and opportunity to question the witness at trial.
Your Honor, the DA is, as usual, getting ahead of herself. we're not convinced that there should be a trial.
Well, the defense never is.
And we believe that these charges, in fact, that this whole campaign against Mr. Manning is, in fact, a personal vendetta by the DA, which is why we respectfully request the opportunity to question this eyewitness to see if there is even a basis for a trial.
Okay, so first she demands there be a trial, and now you want to preempt the proceedings?
Is your eyewitness here in the courtroom today?
Well, yes, Your Honor, but I...
Cut to the chase, Miss Hannon. If your eyewitness is credible, then we'll proceed directly to trial.
Everybody knows the Z-boxes are sold out. The whole mall is talking about it. And it was on the local news. You should have got here earlier, Rex.
I didn't have the money earlier.
Oh, well, that's too bad. You live and learn.
Look, I get that you hate me, but this isn't about me, okay? I was just trying to brighten Shane's Christmas. All his friends are getting Z-boxes or have them, and I just figure after everything he's been through, he could use a boost, you know? It's not easy being 10, after everything the kid's been through. Thinking his dad isn't his dad, he's now in a mental hospital, and his real dad is me. Anyway, now I can't.
Okay. I was ordering a latte, and I heard two guys online trying to broker a deal about a Z-box.
Seriously, where?
They left.
Okay, names, numbers, hangouts.
The one who was selling the thing, the dealer, I've seen him around Angel Square, but you did not hear that from me. And you know what? I still hate you for ditching Adriana. How about that? No, don't touch me. Don't hug me.
You have a soul.
Glad somebody noticed.
Look, it's your life. If you don't want my help...
I'm not saying I don't want your help. Just give me a couple days to
what? Christian, you may not have a couple of days if this death threat is legitimate. Look, by getting married, you're not only breaking the law, but you're becoming a target. Look, before Ray Montes got shipped off to Colombia, he said that Vanessa set him up. And that she would do the same thing to you.
He's just saying that to get back. But just do me a favor, okay? Don't say anything to Mommy.
You talk some sense into him? You may think I'm blind or stupid, pero no soy.
She finds out that Dale was behind this whole thing. She's dead.
I don't want this. Do not put Marty on the stand.
Do you want to go to jail for
I don't care.
99 years? Do you want your children to think that you raped this woman again?
You don't have to do this, you know. I can talk to the judge in chambers. At the very least, you can be questioned by him privately.
No, I can do this.
Why are they doing this to her?
Just keep it together. You don't want to make this harder for her, okay?
You're right. Thanks.
Do you trust me?
No.
As a lawyer, please just let me do things my way. Please.
You beat up on her. I swear to God, I will stand up and fire you on the spot.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Todd. Your Honor, the defense calls Marty Saybrook to the stand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You the Z-Box guy?
I was.
No, don't say that, please.
Sorry, pal. I just unloaded my last 2 units.
To who?
To whom? And she's over there. Hey, thanks for not saying anything to her.
Look, I want you to think about what you're doing. Okay? And yes, I understand that you feel responsible for everyone. Okay, but you gotta kind of look down the road, man, at this whole plan that you got and see if this thing is gonna work out. So to be honest with you, bro, I don't see an upside here.
I hear you.
Do you? Look, you got a good thing with Sarah. Don't blow it.
You swore to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Good. So here's my question for you. Are you in love with the defendant, Todd Manning?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
Next, One Life to Live.
I need your help.
I'm not going away. You and Todd Manning made love, didn't you?
I'd like to call to the witness stand ex-chief of detectives, John McVeigh.